All right, today we're going to talk about gear reductions along with clutch kits or setups for gear reductions. Before we do, Hunterworks belts, best belt on the planet. Also, I'd like for you to check out our other YouTube channel called Hunterworks Outdoors. Activities Hunter and I do over at our property near here. Some of that stuff may interest you. Please subscribe and like over there if it does, to help us get our numbers up. And speaking of subscribing and liking, right here too. All right, so I made a video a while back called Clutch Kits and Gear Reductions Don't Mix. And basically what I was telling you then, and that hadn't changed by the way, is that if you're the guy that needs a gear reduction, as a general rule, you're probably not the guy that's going to benefit from a clutch kit. Because if you need the gear reduction, you're probably usually slower, you need belt grip, etc., etc. And you can go rewatch that video. Maybe I can get Hunter, when he edits this, to put a link in the description over to that video, so you can, after watching this one, you can shoot right on over there. But as far as clutching is concerned and gear reductions is, and we're going to talk about kind of in theory, if you will. Let's just say if you're going to do a gear reduction, and we'll use 30% as an example, then in theory, you are going to a 30% smaller tire size. Okay, so if you were to open up a Dalton clutch kit today, it would be by tire size. All right, so stock for an XP1000, for example, is 29-inch tall tires. All right, and then let's go up to a 32. So we got a clutch kit, 32-inch tires. Now, you've been running that a while, and you decided you're going to be a technical rider, whatever, and you did what I don't want people to do, a overall gear reduction, and you got a 30% reduction. Well, do you think your clutch kit now is going to work in high range for you anymore? No, because you've taken the load off of the clutch, and it's no longer calibrated for it. Because if you went a 30% gear reduction but didn't do a 30% increase in tire size, then you're off on your gearing and the load is decreased. So a CVT is torque sensing. And so that if you had that clutch kit set up for 32-inch tires with stock gearing, but you have 30% reduction in it, whatever 30% less is, and I'm not doing the math on camera, but you may end up having a 25-inch tire. So you're going to end up needing a lot more weight in your flyweights, maybe weaker spring, etc., in a clutch kit to compensate for all this gearing. I love gearing far as mostly low range is concerned, and most rangers, they need a whole lot more gearing than just mathematical tire size. For an example, if you went up 30% tire size, 30% reduction in gearing, put you back to zero in theory, that's mathematical. But a razor in low, as a general rule, was too high to begin with. So up 30% in tire, you maybe want to do 45% gear reduction to compensate for the tire, plus for the lack of bad gear choices in low. Now, high range, as a general rule, they're pretty close to being correct. So, you wouldn't do that bigger reduction in high. We got another new video about doing overall like a 25% reduction, just a bad idea. Watch that and get an explanation of that. But the gist of this is, and I don't want to confuse you, and I don't want to run on over a simple topic, but I do run into this a lot in emails and on the phone, is people had a clutch kit before with a taller tire, then they did a reduction, and now it don't work right. The reason it doesn't work right is because you took the load off of your torque sensing, load sensing clutch, and in theory, with your gearing, made your tires a lot smaller than what your kit was set up for. So just be mindful of that. Everything must work together and set up accordingly so that you're successful. Okay, so pretty basic video. Again, it's kind of like spinning your wheels and not getting nowhere in this video, but it's a small amount of knowledge there that it's just thoughts. Oh, I didn't think about if I do gear reduction and bigger tires, blah, blah, blah. So just a point to ponder. Best belt on the planet, check them out. Also, our primary clutches are in stock. This is 1st of July of 23. Finally got our second round of clutches back in stock. Also, check the other YouTube channel out, Hunterworks Outdoors. Thank you, guys.